she sent you proof prior to you coming to us at the club that she had already purchased the ticket and that the money she was asking for was for reimbursement. But when it was presented to us, it was presented as if she was stranded at the airport and that her flight was canceled and that she needed that money.
No. So let me get this right. She said what? I knew what?
She said that before she even contacted us, she bought her a ticket home.
I didn't know that.
And she said that she sent you the receipt.
She did send me the receipt to show proof of how much the ticket was.
Right. She said that she notified you that it was for reimbursement.
Nah. She was hyperventilating on the fucking phone.
Right. So she said that. She said she had a. So that's this is where the confusion is, because if she already bought a ticket home, what's the purpose of her calling us saying that she was
hyperventilating? Right, and pulling me away from the fucking. We were clubbing.
Right. So she said that she did say that she had a panic attack. She did acknowledge that.
Right.
We never knew that she bought a ticket prior to her.
Why are you hyperventilating?
She's saying
you already got away home.
She's saying that you knew all of that.
Nah.
She's saying that you knew her, that she already bought a ticket and that the money that she was asking for was for reimbursement.
Nah, I was under the impression that she needed the money for the thing, which is why she kept screaming out, I need the fucking...
Okay, so she showed some receipts. I couldn't capture all of them, and it's on my iPad. So when she was texting you, she never put in there, this is for reimbursement, this is how much my plane ticket costs?
No, only thing she texted me was the receipt to show Nina proof that that's how much the ticket was.
Cost.
Right.
After Nina had already sent the money?
No, it's before. Wait. So she sent that to you before, right?
No, when I was sitting there, I was talking to Nina. I was trying to get Nina to give her the fucking thing. Nina had she said, okay, how much is it? And then she was like, and she started getting on her phone. And I said, I saw her sending it. And I told Rozay, I said, go ahead. She's sending it right now. And then Rozay sent me the motherfucking receipt.
So it couldn't have happened that fast.
Okay, so wait. So she sent you the receipt that she purchased the ticket with Nina's money, or how much the ticket cost prior to Nina sending you?
Right. Now, I didn't pay no attention to, like, how it was paid or no shit like that. I just, I saw the price. I was trying to give Nina the price of the fucking thing. So I didn't look to see if it was...
Okay, so she sent it to you before she got the money, though. Okay, let me ask you that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Nina had already sent the money, and then she said, I'm going to send you proof that so that she'll have it with how much the ticket is.
Okay, so at that point, she just verbally said, okay, the ticket is $428.
Right. She was just telling me how much the ticket was, which is why I rounded it up to the nearest dollar. I didn't say...
Yeah, right. But she never told you, I had already bought the ticket. I just want my money back.
No, and if she's saying she did, I missed it. She was hyperventilating. My thing was, you gotta remember, a lot of that time I was running around there I'm talking to Nina, and she's crying in my fucking ear. So I didn't get that receipt beforehand.
That's my whole point. Like, why are you hyperventilating if you already bought your ticket home? There's no need for you to have the panic attack.
Right. This is what I'm saying. So she kept telling me how much the ticket was. I didn't know that she was telling me how much the ticket was because she had already purchased the ticket. I thought she was telling me how much the ticket was
so that she could get the ticket.
So that she could get the ticket, right? Because they told me that she was stranded. That's why I stopped having fucking fun.
Right.
You think about it. Any conversation, I was always on no. You got to make sure that the girl get fucking home. You got to make sure she get home. So if I knew she already bought that motherfucking ticket, I wouldn't have did all of that. That to me, that's a fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
could have had afterwards.
That was my point. I'm like, why would Jade even bring the information to us if she would have known the ticket was already purchased? That's just stupid.
It's just stupid. That's what I'm saying. And the way that I was running around there fucking trying to make sure that please, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's literally what she said.
She did send me the receipt. She did send me the receipt, and then she did send me the receipt, and I was like, I never even really looked. Matter of fact, let me go get the receipt. I
She
never
sent the
even
receipt.
really looked.
She was still acting like a big fool.
She was crying, and yeah, but the way I got her off the phone, because I was trying to get back to doing what the fuck we was doing. I said, "You gonna be okay?" She sent the money. You got it. I'm gonna get her. She was like, "No, make sure she get it, because I don't want them saying I'm a scammer." So then I said, I'm gonna make sure she gets it. I ain't gonna let
She said
nobody.
that too. She said that she told you that people was gonna call her a scammer.
Yeah, and I told her,
We're
don't worry
definitely
about that. I'm
calling
not
her a
gonna let people say that.
scammer.
But it wasn't because I thought she had already bought her fucking ticket. Like, why would you ruin my motherfucking fun? Why would you ruin my good time knowing you already had a way motherfucking home? That's crazy. So you weren't stranded. You did all of that hyperventilating. You had somebody else, because as you stated, just you would have never called me. You called somebody else, crying and hyperventilating on the phone to the point to where they felt the need to call me and pull me away so that we can try to figure out how the fuck you getting home. My statements to her, if I already knew she had bought the ticket, I said, don't worry about it, Zay. You're in the same city with me. I'm not going to fucking leave you here. If I got to goddamn rent a car and we both drive the fuck back, that's what the fuck will happen. You're going to get home. So why the fuck would I say that to her knowing she already purchased her fucking ticket? That's insane. That's fucking insane. That's crazy as hell. Hell nah. Because Nina was screaming the whole time, hey, y'all getting on my nerves, da-da-da-da-da. Had I known that girl fucking had already bought the ticket, I would have left it alone. Because that's their motherfucking business.
Jade, are you admitting to me that she was consoled by her stalker?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I got another question because we're gonna move past the reimbursement. Did you know she had said she was uncomfortable around me? I can't let this shit go.
No. What?
Yeah, cool. She said
She
I
said she was uncomfortable around you? For what? For what?
Your guess a good man at this point.
Oh, nah. See, that's what I'm saying. That is, look, hey. No, I didn't know that. That's not my, I wouldn't have got in between that. I wouldn't have got in between it. At that point, had I known, bruh, please. We were at the club. If you know me, what I always be saying, let's get lit, let's turn the fuck up. You think I want to deal with that shit from somebody who ain't even my friend? Who I just paid in advance and tipped after she did my motherfucking makeup for her not to even speak to me the entire time I'm fucking there? You think I would have went out my way and stopped my motherfucking fun knowing she already had a motherfucking way home? Please, that shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. That basically you knew about the reimbursement, to sum it all up. That you knew about the reimbursement uh, before you even brought it to our attention.
Why did y'all call me though? So that's my thing. You already bought your ticket. You called me to get reimbursement in the midst of us being out instead of waiting for Nina to call you the fuck back.
Because she had to make it alarming. She had to make it I found the case. She had
No,
to
she was
make
live
it
this
like it
morning.
was an emergency, because if she had have just said, I bought my ticket and reimbursed me for my ticket, she would have never gotten that reimbursement because it was her fault that she had to buy another ticket in the first place. Now they said she live. Are we gonna stream?
Baby mama.
I can't. I don't have nothing streaming with. I left the house.
She said that she had a 3-way with me and Nina. Ain't this some
Yeah,
shit?
they said no with Jade and Nina and Pretty Brown Eyes or something like that.
What?
What?
Who was the people she had a three-way call with, y'all?
Oh,
No.
I thought y'all meant a different kind of 3-way.
Oh, okay.
You know
Because
about
he
that?
said three-way.
No. You know about that?
Please. On this side of TikTok,
Jade.
you have to specify things.
You know about that? She said that it was a call, a three-way call, I believe, with you, Jade, with you, Nina, and Pretty Brown Eyes or something like that.
Nina never got on the phone.
And on that call, she mentioned
$2. They said that
reimbursement.
Rozay is live. If you didn't see the comments,
You know what? You leave her out of here.
Nina
Why
wasn't
is
on
she
that call.
live
That
and
was
not
me,
on
her,
this live? Ain't y'all cool too though?
but
Yeah,
that's who
too.
called me. That's who called me and said that.
They say she in class, though. She probably just in class. She probably not talking.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
Yeah, that's how I got the. That's this bro.
Is she talking about it in class or she just in class?
I love BBW. I love BBW. Straight hard news. Yeah. Wasn't like that.
So she just in class. So she in
It
school. It ain't no
was
need of streaming.
watching generally the same thing Mary's watching.
Wait,
It's mainstream, straight hardcore news.
this is in
not
class.
Crazy left wing, crazy.
Yeah, she not talking about it. Okay, you ain't got to stream. Thanks, Velvet.
So you telling me she didn't try to make it seem like I
You
do
knew.
fucking.
Pretty much. She tried to make it seem like you knew all along that it was a reimbursement.
Okay, all right. No,
And
let's tell
that
the fucking truth. No, fuck all of that. Pretty Brown motherfucking called me. When I got on the motherfucking phone, she said, "Hey, is $2 or Nina around you?" At the time, no, y'all weren't. I was like, nah, but what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, but I can go get them. That's what I said. And then she was like, Rozay stranded at the airport. They canceled her flight, and she don't have no way. She don't have a way home. That's that, or at least that's how I came. I don't know if I'm quoting, but that was the sentiments that I got from it. So then I was like, okay, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I immediately, I got the fuck up. And I went to try to find $2 and motherfucking.
Yeah, I think we was inside at the bar or dancing or something.
Yeah. And then I said, and so then I finished talking to her. I said, okay, so what's going on? What I said, they drunk, they messed up. What's going on? They ain't listening to me. They in there dancing on the dance floor. I said, what's going on? She was like, she had already said that Rozay was stranded. I said, so what is the problem? It was like, she need a ticket. The ticket is X, Y, and Z, which seemed weird to me. Because I have never known them to cancel your flight and then not re-fucking book you. Okay?
Right, and that's how it was presented. When you came to us, it was presented as if the airline canceled it.
Right, that's what they told me. So then now I'm like, okay.
Actually, the airline did cancel it, but she didn't tell us that they canceled it because she didn't do her part.
Right. Because, see, that's the thing. That's what I was running back and forth trying to get situated at first was Nina. I need the confirmation number for her canceled flight so that she could get rebooked. That was the entire fucking thing. Was so that she could get rebooked. I kept trying to get Nina to give me the confirmation code. Nina was too fucked up. Nina was giving me her phone and log into her shit. And I was like, nah, Nina, like, you got to do it. Like, at least get me in the app. And so then Nina finally was like, fuck it, just tell me what the fuck to send. Yeah, that's how that shit went down. I did not know that girl had them bought that ticket because I was already having it. I got my good time got cut the fuck off. And now I'm really pissed off about that for a bitch that, like she said, is ungrateful, don't give a fuck, would have never called for my motherfucking help. And had I known that, she would have never received my motherfucking help. And that would have eliminated all of this with her getting money reimbursement back as she's hyperventilating. She knows what all that shit is doing. There's no way you bought your ticket and you calling somebody saying you stranded and they know you bought your motherfucking ticket and you hyperventilating and they telling you that we'll drive back to Atlanta if we need to. You're in the same city with me. You're going to be fine. You can come and stay at my motherfucking, where I'm at if you don't have nowhere to fucking stay. Don't worry about it. This is the shit I'm telling her. So if you
because I even said, okay, well, we can go get her from the airport and she can just party with us and then go home tomorrow if the airline canceled it. They can rebook her for a flight for tomorrow.
Exactly.
But see, her whole thing is that you knew about it. She purchased her ticket before she even reached out to anybody, is what she said this morning.
No, that's a motherfucking
She said
lie.
she called her mama, gave her mama the money to book her ticket, and then she started calling people. That's when she found Squirrel and Ty Lee's live.
No. I'm going to go ahead and clock this for what it is. You knew how to get the fuck home. See, it didn't hit me that you worked at the fucking airline before all of that. You shouldn't have called nobody. You should have knew how to navigate that situation better than any motherfucking body else. Because nobody else worked at the airport but motherfucking you. You knew exactly what you were doing. You sat there, you paid for your motherfucking ticket. You goddamn got your little tears together. You started crying and hyperventilating on that motherfucking phone. I don't know if Pretty Brown knew you had already goddamn purchased your ticket, but she was concerned for your motherfucking ass too.
So here's the
So
thing.
why the fuck would you stop me from having a good time? Why the fuck would you send me to stop $2 from having a good time? Why the fuck would you stop me from
to get reimbursed?
Having a good time to get your reimbursement? You selfish bitch.
Oh, I'm gonna let you finish. I mean,
You didn't even put a big in there.
That don't even make no motherfucking sense. Nah, you not now. What you ain't gonna do is lie on me, bruh. If she said that shit, I had no, because I would have told her. Well, don't worry about it. We'll deal with it when everybody get back. Why the fuck would I have?
That's why I was like, that didn't make sense,
bro.
For you to. Okay, so it was also brought to our attention that they knew the day before that her ticket was canceled.
What? Did I knew that?
No, they knew the day before that her ticket was canceled. They, as in Nina and Rozay.
Oh, see.
So when she couldn't check in,
are you crying then? If you knew that shit was
couldn't. So she couldn't. Who is Cho? What's up, Cho? Chojuro?
It's me. I just had my favorite person as my profile picture. My bestie.
I'm
friends with
I'm
only
gonna get
white
to you
people.
In a minute, because I redid you this morning. I recapped you this morning. And when I tell you we laughed, you know.
That's okay. I did want to ask Jade though. Sorry, Candy Girl. You know I like you. And $2. Created a group yesterday and put all of my pages in it and forwarded the live and said get here now. So I thought that was funny. But Jade, I did want to ask you, and this is what I was thinking earlier. I'm glad you're here.
I'm thinking about it because I got bad memory real quick. And as a matter of fact, she sent me the motherfucking thing because she said, I'm going to send you, this was after Nina had sent the money. I'm going to send you the receipt. This is the reason why I have the receipt. I'm going to send you the receipt so that they won't say that I'm scamming, so that you can show how much the motherfucking ticket was. Why didn't you send the ticket first?
But that's not the scam. Yeah, that's not the scam.
So she literally said that she sent you the ticket to show that it's for reimbursement, that she had already purchased it.
No, it was to show me that she had purchased
so the ticket that whatever she sent you, did it say paid or it?
I never looked at it because I didn't want it. That was the last thing that she was like, nah. I was like, you ain't got to do all that. She said, nah, I'm going to send it to you so they won't say that I'm scamming and you'll have the receipt for how much it was.
Okay, so you didn't pay attention to that part.
Quick? I got my hand all the way in the air. I promise you, I got my hand all the way in the air.
You don't have any hands, Lav.
I don't got, no, hold on.
No, she don't have any legs.
In that picture, she doesn't have any hands. It's legs, no arms.
Hey, I said I got my hand all the way in the air. Y'all can't even see the bitches so high.
Okay.
I don't, a normal person does not think like that. I'm not thinking about y'all thinking I'm scamming. If I know I ain't scamming, bitch, I'm not finna prove to you I'm not scamming. I'm just not scamming. So if I want to further prove to you, because I don't want nobody to say I'm scamming, I mean, that right there just says you scamming.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to ask Jade. Earlier, $2 said $4.28. But what I was confused by, it sounds like Rozay doesn't feel like she owes that amount. Is that what we're getting at? She doesn't feel like she owes anything?
She feel like it was reimbursement for the ticket that she had to pay for because she didn't check in. Wasn't there another ticket already paid for her prior to that? So this is like a second ticket? Yeah. That's what I thought they were saying. Clock in, hippie. But the first time she would have been able to make it home if she had just called in, checked in, and let them know what was going on. But because she didn't do that, that got canceled. So she had to get another flight. That's on her, not Nina or nobody else.
Is she? You think she's going to come over today or no?
There's a box here. Nobody.
I mean, because her and Jade was tussling the other day, but this seemed like something more that you would tussle about because they're talking about a specific thing with a specific amount, and then also Nina paid for her place to stay and kind of gave her a business opportunity. I thought, or Is that not what y'all think, or what are y'all thoughts, baby?
Definitely a business opportunity.
I didn't hear what you said. Say that again.
He wasn't talking.
Nina gave her somewhere to stay for the weekend and gave her a business opportunity with her to be able to,
So
do
she was
people makeup and
only
stuff like that.
supposed to go and do Nina's makeup. She made whole lot more money that weekend.
Wait, real quick, I'm so sorry, you guys. Can y'all like explain it like I'm a 7-year-old? What is the reimbursement for if she never paid for any of the tickets from Nina or from Nisha?
She paid for the ticket to get back home on her own. Because,
Exactly.
Right. So it
So
should not have been a reimbursement.
from the top,
Is that
Nina
a big
From the
paid
one?
for
top,
her
make it
ticket.
top.
Okay.
Nina paid for her ticket to go to Texas and come back. Nisha wanted her to come a day earlier, so Nisha paid for her one-way ticket for that Thursday.
Right.
Rozay arrived on Thursday, did not catch the flight, obviously, the next day, so the airline canceled her ticket all the way around.
Right.
They canceled her whole reservation.
Departure. Exactly. Canceled her reservation. So when it was time for her to leave, her ticket to return, she had to get another ticket.
Your one-way ticket back.
A one-way ticket back.
Okay.
And so because she did not
400.
clear that up from the beginning, or did not,
She
make
didn't
whatever
communicate
adjustments
with
that she
the
needed
airline.
to with
She
the
shouldn't communicate
airlines,
with the
right?
airline.
When she went to purchase the ticket that day, of course, tickets are very high, because you're purchasing them same day. So she wanted or expected Nina to pay for her to get back home.
Okay, so this is where I'm lost, because why would Nina pay her unless she had paid Nina to buy her a ticket?
Okay,
That's
so
the
Nina
only
hired
reason.
her. Nina hired her to come down for the weekend to do her makeup.
Okay, so then
So that's why she was there. So she's supposed to do her
the
makeup.
reimbursement is like just a payment for the makeup.
So no,
Nina paid for her makeup.
no. Hold on, let me explain it. So Nina hired her to do her makeup for the weekend. So she's supplied rooming, which is the Airbnb, and she supplied arrangements for her to get there and get home, which is the round trip ticket Friday. She's supposed to return home Sunday.
Okay, now I
Okay.
get it.
So because she came Thursday, Rozay never communicated with the airline company that, hey, I'm not going to be there Friday, but I will be there Sunday. But because that was not communicated, they canceled her whole trip. So when she showed up Sunday, you ain't got no ticket home because it's canceled because you didn't show up on Friday.
Okay, now it makes sense. So she's saying because you were supposed to pay for my travel and you didn't. I had to pay for my travel out of pocket.
Right. That's what she's saying.
And but she got paid. So then in a way, she wants Nina to pay her twice, because
right.
if
So
she
Nina
already had
paid
the
for the
$400 and
round
something
trip.
dollars. She already had the $400 and something dollars to book her flight. And then she booked it, as well as then saying to Jade to tell Nina, reimburse me.
Okay, so no. So because the whole trip was canceled, she feels like Nina was responsible to get her back home. So she paid the initial $428 out of her own pocket. So she wanted Nina to reimburse her the $428 because she had to come out of her pocket to pay for her way home. But if
But
she would have just contacted the airline, we wouldn't be here. So Rozay didn't
And
do what
then
she was supposed to do. So
okay, wait.
Rozay,
earlier you said she
And
didn't
but
use the
she's
word
putting
reimburse,
all
right?
of she's putting all of that on Nina though. She's saying that Nina should have called the airline and Nina should have did this, but everything is in your name.
But the scam comes in where you know that you already purchased your ticket, but you're hyperventilating and you're contacting your stalker to help you get money for a ticket. You're causing a
So
scene
she's
in
being
the
extra. I can
airport.
agree with that. She's being extra because at that point you already got a way home. So why are you hyperventilating? Why are you saying you're
Yeah,
stranded?
because you want this money back.
Yeah, and
So
then
she
can I
wanted her
ask?
money back. Go ahead, hippie.
Yeah, and can I ask too? I'm out at the trash can now. I didn't know if this was gonna come out or not, but I was confused by how Jade was a stalker and Jade was the point of contact for the airport situation.
Oh, he be
Anybody know that,
lying.
or I
And
So
don't
not
that's
know.
only
what
that,
Laugh was
Hippie,
saying. Why are you contacting your stalker? If she's such a stalker, why are you contacting her for help?
but not only that, you
Or
said
even
you
trying to
was
contact
uncomfortable
Squo
around
because she said
Squall.
Squo. She was
Right.
uncomfortable around Squo.
So you
Who was
contacted some
uncomfortable?
two
Jade
people?
was.
No,
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 Rose.
that's my
Rose
brother,
said
but me
she
and
was
Squirrel good.
Oh.
uncomfortable around Squo,
So you
which I
contacted
was
the two people
too,
that you was
but because
Leola,
Nina was gonna
please.
fight me if I talked to Squo.
Sat right next to
Please,
me.
Leo.
You sat
What
right
you
next to me.
Okay,
The whole
sorry.
weekend, Leo was running from Nina. That shit was funny.
Was Squall and Rose in the same house? Is that what she's saying?
I'm not getting into that.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I'm not I don't know.
Yeah, because
That's
I'm trying to
weird.
figure out what
Queen, you
part was
need
it
to have your
uncomfortable because
own
that was a group thing.
hotel.
Man,
You
only
come on,
time
girl.
she was
Take your
around
dog
me
away.
was
Just
when we
have
was
your own
all up.
motherfucking shit. That's it. Fuck all of that. That shit weird, bruh. That
And then,
motherfucking house, bruh. Whatever. Let me just
well,
shut
I
up.
don't know about weird.
That
I ain't
makes
gonna
no
say that
sense.
because I ain't getting dragged today. But what I remember though is Squall was one of the people that broke up the almost tussle with Nisha Lauren. So I thought she was cool with him because of that, you know?
It's just so funny to me. Everybody that seemed like been trying to be helpful are stalkers and all the rest of that shit. What she called me because Nisha the one who got her there early. That shit crazy, bruh. Listen,
But answer
it's
your question, Danny. What's your question?
She was uninvited.
It's a damn beat in my car. I'm about to have a
right.
whole fit.
How you uninvite a person that made sure you got paid money, to make sure you got there early? Get the fuck
Type
out
it
of here.
again. What's your question?
Right. And then also we the people were wondering, you remember when she was like she got mad at Nisha and before the thing because they wasn't invited, quote unquote. We were wondering, was she upset because Nisha got her that flight there and then she thought it was gonna be closer, but HB was there and she was closer to HB instead.
I
So
did
how
hear.
was Jay? Jay didn't spend no money, Danny. Jay didn't spend no money. She was just the contact person.
Hey, old Cliff, are you gonna come down this time?
Just say, oh,
Oh,
Cliff.
Cliff.
He did.
I'm coming down to beat your ass, Leola.
I'm just gonna trip you one good time. I don't even do nothing to stick my foot out.
You said she gonna trip me. I don't know what the fuck y'all think wrong with me. Y'all ain't finna keep acting like
Yeah,
she gonna
Danny.
trip
Jay
me.
didn't put no money in this. Rose bought
Get
her
the hell
own
out
plane
of here.
ticket home,
Oh.
And she just
What you
used
laughing
Jay
at?
and she used Jay to.
to get money,
I
and
don't
that
even want
shit's
to say that
fucked
because y'all
up.
know Cliff and
Leo, the
Rose.
fact that
Rose
you got
is
my
my
little
baby.
girl over here laughing that you gonna trip me, I'ma beat.
She
That
used
ain't funny.
Jay
She
to
really don't
get
like
her.
me.
She used Jay to get her money back, basically, because we wasn't answering our phones because we was partying.
She went through the man that she was uncomfortable with to get to the man that was her stalker. I mean, I'm sorry, Jay, to get to the person that was her stalker.
So that she can get to us
To
because we
get
wasn't
to the
answering.
person
To
that
get to
had
Nita.
already bought her a motherfucking round trip ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. These are the things that I'm saying. She's very fucking confusing. In her
Yeah,
movement,
because
Right.
and it's
And do we
always
think
something different. You know what I'm saying?
and
So
do we think that's why she was so mad at Roland Ray when they got back? Because she was in the
Yeah.
airport hyperventilating and she didn't feel like Roland Ray and them took it seriously.
No, she
so she
she
talked
did a
about
whole
that
bunch of
too.
deflecting,
She talked
and
about
that's
why she
why she
blocked
been over
y'all.
there talking to them folks that she don't even know, because she was waiting or trying to figure out how she was gonna wordplay this to get past it.
Wait, so how did she get Nisha to buy her ticket, right? And then wasn't there a
Nisha was
big
just being
thing?
nice. Nisha,
Nisha was
so
being nice, and when
Nisha
they
was just
got
being
there,
nice
Rose
because when
was
Rose
being nice.
landed, the time that Rose was gonna land was around the time that we was all supposed to load the party bus. So she would have missed the Friday's activity. So Nisha
Which
was
I
just being nice.
understand, but I'm
Yeah,
just
so
asking.
Nisha just volunteered. So she was being nice and was like, okay, I'll buy you your Thursday ticket so you can come here.
Which I
But you
understand, but
were
I'm saying
coming
then
on
the whole
business
time
though.
she was being kind of rude to Nisha.
right,
Yes,
this
she
is my
was.
point.
That's what I
She
Leola,
said.
and
wasn't
I feel
rude to
like that's what
Nisha
goes
until we
back to
got
the
on the
fight.
trip. She wasn't
Or
rude.
the
At
almost
no
fighting.
point should you have been rude to the person who fucking got you there. And she wasn't even doing nothing to you. You started it. I seen it with my own
I
eyes.
was sitting right
Moved
next to
out the
Nisha,
way
so I
at this
saw it.
point. I'm mad. I stood in the way. I shouldn't have stood
Right,
in
Leola.
the
So if you remember, Leola, the story was that Nisha walked back in and was like, "Oh, so we not invited." So now I understand why Nisha would have been feeling some type of way, like, "Oh, why I can't come here?" And I done helped you actually get to this place.
But
Now
I'm
it's
the
what?
making a
reason
little
why
more
you
That's what I'm
here.
sense.
saying.
Wait,
Those were the
but
things. Those
listen,
are my sentiments.
no
But
hippie. But at the restaurant on that Thursday when we were there at the restaurant, she was already being funny style with Nisha,
Right. That's why I'm trying to
and then
fucking
that's why.
Wow.
wait a minute, because I'm neutral. I like it. I
Okay,
love me
you're
down
neutral with
both
that
of
one,
them.
but that's the one I was there for. She was being funny
Right.
style. That's why Nisha.
But
That's
that's
why Nisha was
because
saying.
she heard. So Nisha already said she was going to be missing the whole week. So that's why she had a problem with Nisha at dinner, because Nisha was saying slick stuff on
No,
her
she
live.
wasn't. No, I was on that
She
live. She
said
was
she
not.
was. And
Laugh,
she said she
hush,
thought it
Man,
was
I
But
don't care
funny.
what y'all
okay,
say. I was on the live.
however,
I was
laugh.
although she
just
did,
playing.
I was right
Right,
next to
but
her.
she was just playing, but Rose didn't take it as her plan.
Because
So
she ain't
you,
gonna
it
never
may,
take it as her plan because she's that type of person.
But I'm telling y'all, Nisha wasn't even being that messy
She
towards Rozay.
wasn't. I'm telling you, she was. And even if she was
We
I
were
think
being
that
talking
girl
about
messy,
that was doing
H-Town
it on
hold
here
too.
on. Let
just
me
came in.
finish my statement,
Hold on, y'all,
please.
1 second. I think the girl that was
Okay.
doing it on live just came in the room.
What?
So
Strawberry
Leisha,
Bunny. It was on
so wait,
live. What are you talking about? I don't have to be there. It
Okay,
was
but
you,
on
laugh,
live.
laugh. But you weren't
Taylor
there in real
Shay,
life.
I was on the live. It was Nisha was on
y'all,
HB's
this is
live.
more important. Was
And
her
I
name
was
Taylor
there in
Shay 99
person.
this morning? Y'all wasn't here this morning, y'all. We had a whole sex audio in the live. The girl got in the panel. Girl, was you having sex this morning?
That shit
What?
is real,
And she
dog.
was having
Shit.
sex, and she said,
My,
"Is it
my
good
girl
to
said,
you?" And the
God, this
man
feels
was
so
like,
good.
"Hmm."
Feels so
And
good.
she was like, "Does it hurt?" And he was like, and she was like, "That's because you got too much clothes on." And he was moaning and
Hmm.
shit. And she was like,
Everything.
right there. That feel good right there.
That shit was
Right there.
wild.
I
We
know
had
y'all
a whole
fucking
sex
lying.
capade in the damn
Shit.
live. Tank
Man, what the
Shay,
hell are we talking about?
your freaky ass.
It didn't sound like it was. It didn't sound good. Is that what happened?
He said, "Did I hurt you? Does it hurt?" And he said, "Mm-mm." And she said, "That's because you got too much clothes on."
What was she doing to him? Did it hurt?
Yeah, and I don't know, shit. And then she was like, right there, right there. And then you heard him moaning in the background. Like we had a whole damn sex.
Who
Yeah,
was
y'all ain't got
this?
no clip.
Who was
Saying
this?
I
I was on the
probably do
phone.
if I don't get clipped. I probably
it
can't
was
snip
like
it.
early this morning, like
It
seven
was at
something,
like,
right?
yeah.
Can somebody
It was
tell me
it
who
was
we're
real
talking
early.
about,
It was like
please?
seven something.
I'm gonna clip that shit.
Nice early mornings.
I was on the phone. I was on the phone. I missed all of
Oh,
this.
okay.
What we
We
talking
had a
about?
whole
You missed it, Candy
a
Girl.
girl got up in the
Who
panel and
was
was
on the
getting
panel with
herself
us?
noogie this morning.
Wasn't Lola on the
It was
panel? It
me,
was
you, and AP.
it was the three of
Who are we
us.
talking
First
about?
of all, y'all nosy.
As
Is
She
it
fuck.
shouldn't have got her
someone
ass
named
in a box.
Talisha? Is
But
it
roll the
Talisha or
tape, man.
Talisha or Tallywhacker?
She said it wasn't her.
Oh, and her. I'm gonna pull that. Cause I said, y'all, she getting hurt. She having sex, and we all muted, and we heard it all, baby.
That's embarrassing.
Telling me that is more important than Nina getting her money back.
Hell yeah, girl. Cause what the hell? What you mean he got too much clothes on? What was you doing?
Ella said she found some mess.
Did you put it through the zipper? What you talking about? We want to know.
You should have took that shirt off.
That's why you got a phone call. Okay, I'm sorry. I can go ahead. So
All
yes,
right. No,
Nisha paid for her ticket. Y'all can finish the mess. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying. So Nisha paid for a ticket and then was treated poorly by the person who's only there because of the early ticket, and that's just crazy.
Yeah,
That's just
but she made
that's
sure
ungrateful and
yesterday she
crazy.
just was getting her money. She just be getting shit. So all of that nice shit while you giving it to her and shit like that, it's just so
I got,
she don't give a fuck
but
about it. That's what she.
I
That's what she
understand
said.
why she didn't want her at the party though. I know how mad y'all may be. That's because Nisha said she was gonna capture everything on camera. And she didn't know if she had the hidden camera or not, like Nisha been wanting to get. And she didn't know who was gonna come to the party dressed up in lingerie or whatever and whatnot. And she was trying to protect their privacy.
But didn't the
That's why she
lingerie
didn't want
party?
Nisha at the party.
But didn't the lingerie party not even happen because the
No, it
person
did
didn't show
happen.
up?
It did happen. They just didn't sell the sex toys. So she still had her party. Oh, I may call her for this next event. Hey, let me make a note. Remind me to call the sex toy lady.
But
Okay.
by the time she had said no, we had already knew that the
So
lady wasn't gonna be there though. By then,
it
$2.
did happen. The lady did show up, but they got back to the house so late. The lady was like, "No, I ain't gonna do it. It's
See,
too
then the
late.
party, she didn't have the
Whatever."
party.
But she still had her party. The lady selling toys was just a part of the party. She
She
wasn't
had
like
the
the
party
main
because
party.
ain't that where she fell at?
No,
No,
she
that
No,
was
wasn't.
she
No,
fell at the rodeo
that was
remix.
at the rodeo remix.
$2.
So she still had her
$2.
party because they still was doing like freaky stuff, but she didn't know who was going to be dressed inappropriately. She didn't know who was going to have on certain outfits. So that's why she didn't trust Nisha because
Damn,
Nisha
what the
said she was
fuck
going
about
to capture everything. So that's why she didn't want Nisha there.
Man, didn't nobody. But that was
Nisha had
PG
been saying that the
13.
entire time. She was
But she didn't
playing
know it was going to
exactly
be
what
PG
the fucking
13.
people
So she
said.
didn't want to take the
That
chance.
motherfucker didn't want them there because she was being a fucking bitch that night. That's the fuck why.
$2.
She
You
ruined
gotta be.
everybody's
You gotta
fucking
call a
good time
spade
and
a
made
spade
that a
because by the
fucking
time we
thing
had got
because she
there,
was being a fucking
we
bitch.
already
That's
knew
it.
that the lady wasn't gonna be there. $2. It wasn't like she discovered it when Nisha
The
and them got
lady was there. When they got to the house, the lady was there.
where.
But she
No,
left
Because
because
everyone
she
was late.
said by the time everybody else got there, it would have been too late. So the
$2.
toy lady did show up,
Two
but
But
dollars.
nobody
Rose
had
got
lingerie
back to the
clothes.
Airbnb too late.
$2.
But
Nobody
I
had
need to
lingerie.
know, why is
No,
she
she
saying
didn't
that
know.
Jade was a
Hold
stalker
on,
though?
hold on, hold
Because
on, hold on, Leola. Hold on,
no,
Leola. Hold
scroll,
on,
no,
Leola.
hold on, hold
Hold
on.
on, Leola.
Hold on,
Leola,
scroll,
real
hold
quick.
on. Real quick.
I was in the.
But
I was the first person there at the house. The lady was not there.
You were the first person after Rose.
She
I was
said
the. I was the first person at the house. She rode with us.
who rode with you?
Rozay. But that
Right. So
lady
she
was there.
said that's the what she said that the lady was there
Where?
in her car, and she texted Rose. This is what Rose told me. She said the lady was there, and she texted her that she wasn't doing it because by the time everybody else arrived, because none of us was there yet, so it was just y'all. She said by the time everybody else would arrive, it would have been too late for her. So she can't. So she's not gonna do it. Then she said
but
the lady left.
but then Rose did
That
say
lady
that
said
she
y'all ain't about
paid
to
the
do her like
woman
junior
still.
bachelor
So she
party.
was there, but they had a conversation via text message. So you didn't see her in person because she was still in her car.
Okay, but Rose said she
That's what
still
I hold
paid
on,
the
Leola, hold
woman.
on, Leola, hold on, Leola. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Wasn't no cars there, $2.
There was 50,000 cars there, so how you know what she wasn't sitting in one of them?
Because the cars didn't come until after the fact. Y'all came after the fact, $2. We were the only
Right.
cars
But
sitting
you
there.
trying to tell me you ain't see no cars on the street?
Wasn't no cars on the street. Tim
Yeah,
car
right.
was
It
the
was
only
cars
car.
on the street when I pulled up to the house for the first on the first day.
$2. It wasn't no cars in front of the Airbnb.
She didn't say she was in front of the Airbnb. She just said she was there. So she could have been on the side. She could have
Was
been on the
no.
street. I don't know where she was parked at.
The
I'm
Trying to
only
just
say
telling
car
that
that
you.
the
was
lady was
there.
never there.
I'm
Like,
just
what you
telling you what
saying?
the lady
The
said.
lady was never there because when we
Oh,
pulled up, we was the first cars there. It was us and Tim car was still in the driveway.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Only two
Rose
cars there.
That's all
said,
irrelevant. I'm just telling you what she said, the lady said, that we all arrived too late and that she wasn't going to do the party.
By
but
the
Rose
time,
said that she still paid the lady.
by the time that Nisha and them got there,
So she
we
had to pay the
already
lady a deposit. So, yes, that's
Hmm.
true. We did pay her a deposit so that she can show
Okay,
up. Yes, that's true.
all right. So it's Rose was out of had to pay out of her pocket for too much, so she deserved the reimbursement.
Girl.
Get her out of here.
Oh no! Don't do it.
I was outside. I was outside going to the clouds. I was keeping everything, and I was sober $2. You know, I was sober the whole weekend.
But I'm saying, what they got to do with the price of tea in China? She still
I,
showed up. We wasn't there. Whether she left before y'all got there or left after y'all got there, I don't know. At the end of the day, Rose wasn't there when she was supposed to be there. Neither was
yeah.
me.
And then also, I'm wondering. Rose says, according to Manny, Rose's not on Messy Talk anymore. Does that mean she's back now?
No, she said the reason why she left Messy Talk was because of all the stuff that was going on, the stuff that she heard Ray saying, the stuff that she heard. Jade saying.
I wasn't invited.
Jade saying, what the fuck
What
was
the
Jade
fuck?
saying?
That's what she said this morning. She said, I don't F with that, so I left messy talk. I'm only telling y'all what the hell she said. Hell.
That motherfucker.
To get like a response video since she hasn't come over to do her 1-2 step
She
with
gave a
Ray and
response video,
Jade.
so I was on live talking about
You
it.
might want to
So
save
she
it.
went live and gave further information.
I got a question,
Mm.
$2.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever talk to the toy lady?
So I'm the one that booked the toy lady. Me and Rose was on
Okay,
the
so
phone
you
together. Me and
okay,
Rose
so
was on
you
the phone
paid the
together.
lady. You paid the
No,
lady the deposit.
no,
Who
no.
paid it?
Rose paid it. It was her party.
So do you have confirmation that she paid it? Because
And I know
what
where you're going with
So
this.
I
I'm
know
just
she paid it.
saying, hold on
Right.
now.
I know she paid
Follow
it
me.
because I also contacted the lady to make sure she was there at a certain time.
Right, but did you get confirmation that Rose paid the
I know
deposit?
she was there because the lady texted to confirm the time that she was supposed to be there. So I know
You're
Rose
not
paid the
answering
lady.
my question, $2.
So the deposit had to be paid, Lynn, in order for the lady to text me to make sure of the arrival time. She's not going to text me if no money was even put down.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Well, I do also want to ask, one of our comment cousins asked, so the Kiana situation wasn't enough to leave Messy Top. I think that maybe was a little bit larger than Ray, but everybody has their breaking point. But I did want to point it out because that was messy and funny. But Jade, Leola does have a good question, which is, why does she believe that you're a stalker? She mentioned some things about maybe some phone smecks. Maybe she had her
Phone
face to the
smack.
camera and you was playing with a bean. That's some of the things she was saying.
Nah, she
She
talking
also
about when
said that
she
she had
did
to
her
tell.
little
Hold on,
Rose.
friend. Let me just get them all out, and then you can get me together, okay? Because we want to know. She also said something about she had to basically tell you to stop contacting her or something like that.
What?